Hello everyone. Today I'm bringing you a review of this. This is the Vicseed rechargeable table lamp. Now this light does have a few tricks up its sleeve. The first one I'm about to tell you really isn't going to work because I got way too many lights on right now. But right here on the base, if you see that, that is a motion sensor, better known as a PIR or passive infrared sensor. So basically what that means is when you have it sitting around, say in a bedroom, in your office, maybe even in a bathroom during, a power outage, or if you just want to have it in your bathroom at night, if you move in front of it, the light automatically goes on, and it will go on for 25 seconds and then shut off. So that is a nice feature to have. Now the sensor does read in a 120-degree sensor range. What that means is from the sensor, 120 degrees going left, right, it'll sense it and turn on. Now, like I said, there's just a little bit too much lights going on right now, but I do show this in work, or at work, in my test video, which is coming up a little bit later on. You're going to see my hand coming down and you'll see the light turn on. That's how I actually turned it on for the test video for you to see. Now it does also have another button right here. That's a power button and selector switch for the modes. And right there is the charging port. The other cool little trick this has up its sleeve is, well, if you take the light off the base like this, the flashlight comes on. And it is pretty bright too. It's about 200 lumens coming out of this flashlight. And if you put it back on the base, it shuts off. So that's another cool aspect about the light. Now, I'm going to plug the charging cable into the base. And you can charge this with either like a wall adapter or any USB port, a solar panel, or even a power bank like this one here. And one of the cool things that this will do is, as you see, I got the charging cable right here in my power bank. Power lead is coming up into the base. Well, if you got this plugged in, say to either a laptop or like a wall charger or even a powered hub, and power goes out because maybe a storm is around or you blow a fuse or a circuit breaker inside your house, I'm going to unplug it from the base, and guess what? The light automatically comes on. How cool is that? Now, of course, if power comes back on, as you very well see, the light goes off. And I'm not sure if there might be too many lights, but there's like a little bit of a blue tint to this right now. That's telling you that it's charging. Once that little faint blue light goes out, that means it's fully charged. Now, the other thing about this light that I like is there is a magnet on the bottom. So if I were to, you can hear it click into place when I twist it to get it into place here. Listen closely. There's a magnet on the bottom and a little piece of metal right here. There's the magnet right here in the center. These are the charging contacts. And it's a pretty strong magnet, as you can see. It doesn't really want to come off. But also this little black dot right here, that's a switch to turn it on and to go through, or turn it off and then go through all the modes of the flashlight. Now there are a couple different modes here. You got the flashlight mode, which you already seen. You're going to have a slow strobing effect, which almost looks like a fake SOS, but it's a slow strobing effect. Then you got a fast strobe. I take it that's in case of an emergency, like if you happen to be out camping or wherever you may be, for some reason having this in your car, you can turn it on to the fast strobe and catch someone's attention, so you know, telling them, hey, I need help. Then you got the lantern, which you kind of seen, and then they got a color changing mode in here too, and it cycles through a couple different colors. It's kind of cool really, because the way this is shaped and the speed of the lights changing over kind of reminds me of the old-fashioned lava lamps in a way, and it's really nice. I kind of found myself during testing just setting this up in my room and just letting the colored lights go through almost all night. I mean, it lasted about a good 6 hours, I would say, before I fell asleep. Yes, I actually fell asleep during testing. I know, bad me. But it lasted at least a good 6 hours with the color changing function on. And the same thing with the lantern. Okay, what I mean by the lantern is not the flashlight, but this part. It lasted at least a good 6 hours for me. So that is pretty nice as well. Now, some of the things you may be asking, you know, how bright is the actual lantern itself? Well, it's in the video, my camera didn't really do it justice. It's a lot brighter than what the video shows. And what I mean by that is I can easily, when I had it on, I was able to easily navigate in my room with just this light. I didn't pick it up and walk around. I had it sitting on my nightstand, and I was able to easily walk around the room, find everything I needed. Now, it being by my nightstand, which is about, I would say about 2.5 feet away from my bed, I was able to easily read a book as well. Yes, I actually read a real paper book. I don't rely on electronics for everything. But yeah, I was able to read an actual book from the light that this lamp gives off. So that's pretty nice too. But also think of it this way. If you have kids and they have a sleepover, great little thing for them to have, especially with the colored lights going off. Great little thing for the kiddies. And especially with the sensor light, if you have kids, you can set this up in the bathroom or maybe even a hallway. So when they walk by, the light will turn on automatically. And since it lasts, or it stays on for 25 seconds, then automatically shuts off. That should be enough time for anybody to get up, get to the bathroom and find, and then on their way back, the light will turn on automatically again by itself. So that's pretty nice. Also, it's great for camping for the same reason. You're out camping, say you're in a tent or even in a cabin, you put this somewhere, and then you go to bed, and then if you have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, put a log on the fire, see if that was a bear knocking on the door, the light will automatically go on once it senses the movement. But also, not only do you get the switch on the bottom of the lamp itself, but like I said, here's the power switch for the lantern, so you can just turn it on with the base as well, and then go through the color modes like that, and then one more time we'll shut it off. Very quick and very simple. Now, you do get a 30-day money-back guarantee for any reason from Vicseed. Okay, you also get a 12-month warranty for quality-related issues. I'm taking that as, say, the buttons fail to work. You shoot them an email and they'll take care of you. If maybe an LED burns out, you shoot them an email and they'll take care of you. If the cable, the charging cable happens to, say, break, if the charging cable happens to break, they'll take care of you for a whole 12 months after purchase. And it's all inside that instruction manual you get with the lamp itself. Now, like I said, here's the cable. On one side you do get a full-size USB, and on the other side it's a barrel type connector. And the cable is pretty long. I'd say it's close to 3 feet. So it's not that short, and I mean, how long do you really need it to be? You know, 4 or 5 feet? Come on, you don't need it that big. It's just big enough for you to use and be acceptable to charge your device. Okay, now for some suggestions to make this lamp a little better. What I'm about to mention are not negatives, okay? It's just some suggestions I thought of when I was testing this to make this lamp a little bit better. When it comes to the infrared sensor, the passive infrared sensor, I really would like to see a switch so you can turn it on and off. One of the main reasons for that is if someone does have a child and they want to take this over, say for a sleepover, well, kids aren't going to think about putting the sensor towards a light or blocking it or something to stop it from turning on and off. So if they can have a switch to turn it on and off, that would be really nice for that. Secondly, this switch here on the bottom is a little bit small for someone with big old chunky fingers like I got. So I would love to see this light right here on the bottom, or this button right here on the bottom, a little bit bigger for someone with big fingers like mine. Another suggestion would be, instead of using the barrel connector to charge it up, either maybe a micro USB port or a USB-C port to charge this lantern up. That would be fantastic. The other thing is, I'd like to see this light a little bit brighter, like maybe twice as bright as this is currently now. Don't get me wrong, I do like this light and I understand where you're coming from, but it would be nice to have this setting and then one more setting, maybe something twice as bright as this. So just in case you do take it camping or you have a power outage, you do have a very nice, you know, you have the option of sticking this low or clicking the button again to get a brighter light in case you, like I said, you're outdoors, or if you're camping or power outage or something. That would be really nice. The last suggestion I would like to give you, Vicseed, is when it comes to the color changing function. Maybe like if you do a quick double press on a button so I can hold it at a certain color. You know, like say if I wanted it to stay green because, you know, maybe I'm putting it in a pumpkin during Halloween or something. And if I do a quick double press on it and it locks that color on, then I can stick it into the pumpkin or whatever I'm doing, or just to have a certain color going all the time. That would be really nice to go along with the, you know, the whole color changing aspect of it. Those are the only improvements I can see on the light, but otherwise I do really like this light. I like the idea that it automatically turns on. I love the strong magnet in it, so it keeps it in its base, and the automatic sensor is a really nice touch as well. So my opinion, yes, this is a very good lamp to have in your home, and you should look into getting one. Alright, that's enough of me explaining the light. When it gets a little bit more dark outside, I'll show you this in action. And like I said, watch in the very beginning because you'll see my hand coming down. That's me testing the infrared sensor on it. Okay, and it does work. And like I said, goes off after 25 seconds. Don't worry, I'm not gonna sit here holding it like this for 25 seconds and wait for it to shut off. I just turn it on, I run through all the light modes for you, and that's it. Okay, so it's enough of me talking. Let's get to testing.